Hey guys, so today I wanted to do a bit of a makeup tutorial. I felt inspired because I bought this Hydrating Primer Mist by Hard Candy, and I noticed that it says oil free on it, but if you are acne prone with oily skin, this is going to make you shine in an hour maybe. So I wanted to show you guys how I can still use this product and not get that shine right away, because I feel like people with oily skin really miss out on a lot of great products, especially this. This was pretty inexpensive. I got it from Walmart and it was like under $10. I'm not sure exactly how much it was. So first things first, let's get the moisturizer on. I did just wash my face. I use the Aveeno Ultra Calming face wash. It has nothing harsh in it, so it doesn't strip my skin of oils, but it also makes it feel very fresh afterwards. The moisturizer I'm using is also the Aveeno Ultra Calming. I love this stuff. It smells really good. It's not super strong, but it smells pretty good. Okay, now that my face is super red, so this might seem kind of weird. A lot of you have probably heard of it before. I'm in no way, by the way, like a makeup genius or, you know, somebody that spends a whole ton of time doing a lot of research, but I've done a bit of research over the, years that I've been putting makeup on, and I came across something kind of cool. It's using Milk of Magnesia to put all over your face, and it kind of hardens it. Well, I wouldn't really say hardens, but tightens it a little bit, and kind of stops your pores from just pouring out oil all day. And it lasts a really, really long time, like I would say maybe even like 12 hours. I got this one from Kroger. It looks kind of gross, I'm sorry. It just like dries really white and flaky, and I'm just like, whatever. So Milk of Magnesia, you don't have to get, like, there's the Philips brand or there's off brands. I think you can get it from Target and Walmart too. Some people will take a spray bottle and fill a spray bottle up and spray it on their face. I started getting really annoyed with it getting in my hair every time because it does dry and get crusty, and I don't know about you, but I'm not a huge fan of crusty hair. So what I do is I shake it up, and you want to shake it up every time because it is really thick. And then I'll just put some on my finger and then apply it to my T-zone. And it will dry with a white cast on your face. But do not be alarmed, because once we put our primer on, it will disappear. And now we're gonna let that dry. It takes about a minute. Okay, so as you can see, very white cast. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is spray my face with this Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer Mist from Hard Candy. Let's do like a couple or a few. And I'm actually going to rub it a little bit where the Milk of Magnesia is to get the white off. So I'm going to use this beauty blender. It's by Real Techniques. It's the Miracle Complexion Sponge. I'm actually going to dampen it a little bit more. I'm going to start by applying my foundation. This is my all-time favorite foundation. It's just the MAC Studio Fix. So I'm just going to dab some on my beauty blender and start under my eye. So I think that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to take the, I just got this and I'm liking it so far. The only thing I will say is that after wearing it for a while throughout the day, you do kind of have to like go in and like smear it out. But because, oh, okay, so it's the CoverGirl Neutralizer. It's the Smoothers Concealer. So I'm gonna get this off of my lips, and to do that, I'm gonna use this cleansing water. It's by Garnier, and it's a makeup remover. It says cleanses and refreshes, and I really, really like this stuff. So the makeup has set, which I let it set a little bit, and even though it does dry pretty well, I do want to go ahead and put a little bit of powder on. And what I'm using is the MAC powder in Extra Light. So now what I like to do is my bronzer, and what I'll be using is Hoola by Benefit, which everybody knows is freaking awesome. I do actually use the little brush that comes with it. Some people don't like it or just use something else, but this does its job for me. Okay, so now I'm going to go in, excuse me, with my blush. This blush I'm using, I've actually had for a really long time. So it's by number 7, and it's the color Spice Natural Blush Tint Powder. It's hypoallergenic, which is awesome. I never break out from it. I've had it for so long, and it doesn't even have, well, I'm actually just starting to get to where you can see the rings, but I like to choose blushes that have, like, I don't know what it will look like in here, but it does look pretty dark. I find if I use like a light blush, it just looks way too pink and it doesn't work on my skin tone. So I get like this darker, like more pigmented kind, and I just put like a tiny bit, and I find that works best with my skin tone. So my phone stopped recording right before I did my eyebrows and my highlight, but luckily it didn't stop in the middle of like doing my eyes or anything, so it's not that big of a deal. Basically all I did, I have this Maybelline little contour kit here. Like I said, I don't use light blushes, so I don't use this. And then I already have my Hoola bronzer, so I don't use that either. So I can't really say much about those two, but I do use the highlight. If you're looking for something that's like really dramatic, I would maybe go with something else. But if you want something that's kind of like subtle, but still pretty and inexpensive, you know, you can pick this up. So what I did, it comes with this little brush, and I just, of course, just rub it on there, and then I do a little bit on the tip of my nose, a little bit down the bridge of my nose, and then I just pat it on, and let's add more, why not? And then a little bit on my chin, and then a little bit on my forehead. What I did with my eyebrows is, I really need to get one of those things that like fluff them up. Again, because I have bangs, it's not something I think about all the time. They're not perfect, they're kind of like bushy and choppy, and I have like a scar here, so I'm just like whatever, but I do need to get them done. Since my hair is like this kind of purpley color, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I will go over my other video how it like kind of faded out to be this blue if you saw my my hair dye video. What I'm using is the Naked 2 palette by Urban Decay, and I'm using the Tease. And it's kind of like a purpley brownish color, so it goes really nicely with my hair without being like super dark or super light. What I'm gonna do now is my eyeshadow. I was trying to decide if I wanted to do something like bold or something kind of like pretty and nice, and I think I'm gonna go with like something a little more like light. What I'm gonna do is take this brush here. I don't know, oh, this is just an Ulta. This is actually a foundation brush, but I hate using brushes for foundation. I know it works great for other people, but it just looks really bad on my skin and I don't really like it. So I'm using it for that. And I'm actually, first things first, I'm gonna use my finger for this, and this might be like a huge no-no to some people, but whatever. And I'm going to take the Booty Call color, and I'm just gonna rub my finger and put it on the first layer, focusing more on the inner parts and then working it out. I'm also gonna take this and go right under my eyebrow. What I'm gonna go in with next is the chopper. I'm just gonna tap some on this brush here. I'm just going to tap the outer and in the crease. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my eyeliner. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use like the same type of brush that I use for my eyebrows, and this blackout color is black, black, black. Now, I'm gonna go in with my mascara. This I have been using forever. I think, seriously, since maybe I was 14. I will not buy anything besides this. I love this stuff so much. It's the Telescopic mascara by L'Oreal, and you might open it and be like, what the heck? But it's a plastic brush, which I love, and it's really thin, so you don't have to worry about, well, I mean, it's gonna happen sometimes, but like hitting I have pretty long eyelashes, so like when I'm going up, I will sometimes with the bigger brushes I'll hit up here. And what's really cool about this is after using it for about like a week and a half, it'll start to like curve a little bit. It like forms it. I don't even know if this was purposeful, but it does it. Let me see if I have my old one. I just bought this. Sometimes, which I know is totally disgusting and like not recommended because it's not good for your eyes because of germs and whatever, but sometimes I'll buy a new bottle and I'll use my old brush because it's already like curved. So if you look, you can see this has like a bend to it, and then this is the new one. So pretty cool. Now for the lips. For this look, I like to keep like a really pale lip. So what I'm gonna use is this Clinique lipstick. It's in the shade Shy. So again, I'm going to go back in with the Hard Candy Hydrating Mist. And it leaves, got some in my mouth. Actually doesn't taste that bad. So here's the final look. If you made it through the entire 20 minutes of this video, I applaud you and I thank you. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more.